What's up, Hazz family? It's your two favorite brothers, Tre
and Jay.
And y'all have been asking for this. Y'all have literally been asking for this.
I think because, you know, somebody of your caliber, you know, has gotten pretty phenomenal, you know, pretty amazing, spectacular, magnificent.
In a short amount of time.
In a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And looks like to me you're a professional Call of Duty player now.
We played against the pros.
No. I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Don't talk about them. Look at me. I'm the captain.
I got
We're not talking about them.
Okay.
You.
Okay.
Yourself. TremellDHazzard.
Yeah.
You're a professional player now.
I appreciate it.
So I think it's time for you to give professional advice, because technically this advice is licensed now.
It's licensed now.
How did it get better at Call of
So
Duty?
a lot of you guys who don't know, Jay and I did get flown out to a Call of Duty event. We played in the Blackout After Dark event, and we literally played against pros. I've only been playing Call of Duty for 6 months. 6 months. I mean, I've been playing for years and anything, and I feel like we were able to hold our own. I was able to hold my own. I was able to kill professional COD players. Shout out to all those guys in the CWO. We was actually able to kill professional COD players in 6 months. So that lets you know that this method works, man. All of this stuff works. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how I learned how to get better at the game. What I've been doing to get better, what I've been doing to make my game better, to get better at shooting, to get faster, to get quicker, to get more accurate, to get more stability, to get more slides, more movement, more mobility, and just like how to practice with different guns in different scenarios and different situations, and create a obstacle course for yourself that you can actually put to and be like, oh yeah, I'm practicing like it's a game. So when I'm in the game, it feels like practice.
Sounds about right.
Right?
Sounds about right.
So, we're gonna run through all of this stuff. Can be used for snipers, assault rifles, pistols, no matter what you're doing. So we're gonna go through all of this stuff. I'm gonna show you guys, you know, how to snipe and stuff. So we're gonna go through this. Let's go, man. To the other screen. First off, you can play team deathmatch. It doesn't really matter. I normally play free for all, but I've been playing team deathmatch lately. You're gonna go to free for all. Put it on fire range because you need that fire range, man. Put all of this stuff on unlimited. Hold that left. Hold it left, there ain't nothing left. Put this on, disable this. You're gonna put this one on instant. You need that on instant all the time because you're gonna be using crash throughout this whole entire work ethic. You're gonna be using crash. Just pick whatever weapons that you're not good with. So if you're just beginner at the game, pick whatever weapons you're not good with. So I've been practicing with snipers like crazy, and this is how I was able to get my sniping better. But pick whatever guns that you're not good with, that you're trying to get better with. Pick those, right? Attachments, stack them all up. Because if you're a blackout player, you want to stack all your stuff up. Stack everything, all your guns. You don't really need perks, because perks, we don't really use them much. Like, most blackout players don't use perks. So, unless you got like reinforced or something, then you might dibble dabble with it. So first of all, you want to head out here to the outside. This target is going to become your best friend. You're going to be using this target a lot. Now, what I mean is you're going to start with this target, you're going to move up close. You're going to first learn how to trace. You're going to start out very simple, tracing, okay? Something very simple. You do want to go to your controller settings and make sure that your controller settings is what you want. I play on 1410 because I want to be able to move my hip fire sights faster. My crosshair, I want to move fast. When I look down and I actually ADS, I want it to be a lot slower. So I make that 0.5 to where it feels like I'm playing at more like a 9 or a 10 sensitivity, you know? So I make it at 0.5. When I actually ADS, it's not really moving that crazy. So you got to make a perfect sight for you. This sensitivity works for me. You got to find out what works for you. So this is what you're going to do. You're just going to trace first, right? Then you're going to add a little bit. A couple of tap shots. You're just going to keep this going.
There's no aim assist on this target, by the way.
No aim assist.
This is all your aim. I might want to add that.
Now, you're going to ask me, Tre, well, why did this work? It's because when you're normally in a gunfight and you're face to face with somebody, somebody's going like this, going crazy at you, you need to be able to keep tracing them. So even if you're jumping, if you're just going like this, you need to be able to trace them at all times. You just want to stay on that target at all times. You want to be able to keep that target like right in front of you. After you're done tracing left to right, then you're going to add some movement to it. You're going to move all the way to your left, right? Okay, you're just going to move to your left. Now you're going to move to your right and just keep tracing it. You want to try to stay in the middle the whole entire time. That's it. Remember, there is no aim assist. Then go back to your left, right? Just keep tracing it. That's all. This is going to help you. I'm telling you, it's going to help you a lot. Just keep tracing them. Now, once you get this tracing down, I like to go out here. I like to slide out and then trace again. So slide, catch them, move to your left, move to your right, as you can tell, once you get this now with no aim assist, oh my God, when you do have aim assist, Jesus. Now, over to the left side, it's a little bit different now. You get more targets. So with these targets, you just want to stay here. None of this is moving. The first stage is always no moving. So this is your main target. This target, you always want to headshot. You don't want to shoot the girl. I try to make it a little bit challenging. Don't shoot the girl. You want to just shoot this target, trace this target, trace this one. Go back to this target, trace this one. Go back to this target, then go to the third one. If you can't see the third one, kind of step out a little bit. Go to this one, go back, trace this one. Go back to this target, trace this one. Go back to this target, trace that one. Go back to this target, trace this one. You want to shoot this target, the front target, then trace the other one.
She really didn't get hit.
No.
She didn't get hit at all?
No, she didn't. I didn't touch her.
Nice.
No, I didn't. And what this does is this allows for you to be able to track multiple targets while you're getting shot. So say somebody's two-shot in blackout. Bop, bop, you can trace on to the next person and get those kills without even worrying about the aim assist and just holding L2 and tracking on to the next person. Snapshotting, right? Right? Terminology?
Flick shotting, snapshot,
okay.
same.
So, shot here. Go back to tracing this guy. You're gonna keep shooting these targets. And that's all you're gonna do is keep shooting those targets. Shoot the middle, shoot the left, shoot the middle, shoot the right, shoot the middle, shoot the right. Keep going until you got it down. Find the right sensitivity that feels comfortable to you and keep doing that. When you wanna make it more advanced, so you wanna advance this a little bit. And you can also do this with snipers as well too. You wanna advance it. So here we go. This is you advancing it. You're gonna start on this side, go back to this side. Go back to this side. This is when you got multiple people on both sides. You're shooting here, go to your left. All of this is for in-game situations. You don't want to practice something that's not in-game. We're gonna work on distance shooting. Now, a lot of people always ask me, Trey, how do I work on distance? How do I do distance shots? So for me, I jump on top of the car and I have these targets in the back, 11, 12, and 13, and 14. These targets back here, get comfortable with the weapon that you're using by holding the trigger. So you want to hold the trigger a little bit and just shoot. You just want to kind of fire, right? Let's see how this gun's recoil is. Okay, I'm not moving the right stick at all. That's just natural recoil. This gun has a breaking point when it actually loses its recoil and then it recenters itself. So for me, I hold the trigger a little bit, then snap to this one. Now, it's not going to be perfect because there's no aim assist, but keep doing it until you can actually hit these targets dead center. And you just want to work on being able to snap to the next target. Because in blackout, that makes a huge difference. You being able to hit somebody dead in their chest with a KN in blackout, chances are you're going to end up knocking them.
KN hurts.
It hurts.
So it's one of the highest damage outputting guns.
You can't really practice distance in custom games. You can try to, but you can try to more practice the recoil of the gun instead of the distance. One of the things that I do as the advanced technique, I try to tap shot. So tap, 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 tap. So normally when you tap shot, by the time you hold the trigger, if you can tap and get the first bullet to hit, when you hold the trigger, the rest of the other four will hit. Because you're already looking right at them. So tap shotting works, especially if you can quickly keep going from target to target to target to target to target. So when somebody's in between tree lines and you gotta chase them down and you gotta keep changing directions and you're playing quads, you can easily, and I'm telling you, that aim is disgusting. Here's a super advanced, this is when you get super, super, super advanced. You're gonna double tap twice, 1, 2, and then you're gonna tap once. Again, you don't want to practice just standing stationary. You want to practice this in different situations, different movements. So you're going to go left to right. So from here, you can go here. Now, this is something that I learned from Jay heavily. I learned from Jay. Learning your slide. So mobility is important. So you want to add your mobility into the game. So adding your mobility, after you've done all of these techniques with the right stick, that's when you add your left stick in. So you're going to slide out. slide back in, slide out. We're just gonna keep doing that. Slide out, slide back in, slide out. This is for when you're getting shot at and somebody's shooting at you in blackout. And you slide out, you get the shots, but then he has a teammate or he starts beaming you back. You slide back to get from in front of him. A lot of people just stand there and get beamed in blackout and don't move. So you want to use your mobility, and your slide is the most important thing when you're playing blackout. Sliding out and sliding back in. If you can't get the fight and you can't win it, don't challenge it. If you know that he has the drop on you, do not challenge it.
That's one of the golden rules in blackout.
Don't challenge it. It's a bad challenge. And that's something that he taught me. It's a very, very bad challenge to keep challenging that.
If you aim at somebody and they get those first 2 to 3 shots, 8 times out of 10 you're not gonna win that gunfight. So it's always best if you get shot more than 2 to 3 times to just reset and try to reposition yourself, try to maneuver out, and also another thing is you just gotta know when not to challenge something.
Yeah, you do.
If you're getting lasered and you know that you're just not gonna win this gunfight, whether it's 1v1, 2v1, 2v2, you have to know when to leave. You gotta know when to just bail out, try again, reposition, try a different scenario where you're in the advantage and you can like catch that team, off guard or something like that.
Now here's a little bit more advanced movement. So a lot of people don't move like this. So me and Jay will do like this. You left slide, right slide, left slide, right slide. So you slide out here, retrace, and that's something that you want to practice. Slide to your left, retrace. Slide to your right, retrace. Slide to your left, retrace. Slide to your right, retrace. Slide. Now remember, there's no aim assist. So all of this is all you. There's no aim assist helping you. This is all you by yourself. So when you're hitting these targets and you're actually able to re-snap back on, there's nothing helping you. It's all you. This is when I start adding obstacle courses into what I'm doing. Normally when you play this map, what happens over here?
Somebody's head glitching.
Always head glitching. So you slide out, this is your first target, this guy right here. All right? You're gonna beam him. You're gonna run, slide out, you're gonna beam him again. When you get here, this target, when you see that light turn red, that means you hit the shot. If it doesn't turn red, it does not count. You're gonna run in, slide in, trace this guy. Turn, now you're gonna empty the whole clip like this. You're just gonna spin and empty the whole clip. You're gonna go out, you're gonna redo it over again. You're gonna keep doing this over and over and over and over and over again until you can make this move. Again, slide out again. This target right here is when you're doorway shooting. So when you're doorway shooting, you're gonna slide out, find this guy right here, slide back out again. Slide out, find this guy again, slide out. Slide out. You're gonna keep doing that all day, okay? Just gonna keep doing that, that's all. Slide, slide back out, slide, slide back out. This is jump shot practice. When you wanna practice on jump shooting, when you wanna keep your jump shooting stable. Jump shooting is something that is done too much. It's like people really don't know what it's for. When you're jump shooting, it's because you're trying to avoid the aim assist. You're trying to knock off a person's aim assist. You're trying to knock off their first initial lockdown so you can jump out the way so that they have to retrace, and hopefully they don't have their sensitivity down. So that they over move or they move too slow. It's for reaction time. So for what I do is you start here, you're gonna slide out, jump, you're gonna shoot this target, but you're gonna keep jumping like this the whole time. You're gonna keep your stability on the shot on his chest. Higher, upper chest, and head. That's all. A lot of times too, you can jump shot to get a headshot. So if you have your shot right here by their chest, when you jump, the bullets will rise up. You can get the headshot multiplier and come back down. A lot of people don't use it for that. They just jump for no apparent reason. They have no clue why they're jumping. Right out. And you're just gonna keep jumping. Slide back out, as I keep saying slide, because that's what all you're gonna do. Now again, we play stick and move. So I jump with the right stick. With shooting this target and jumping, it'll help you in situations when you jump. so that you can actually hit your shots and not miss. A lot of people jump, and this is what happens. They'll jump. You don't want to do that.
Start shooting all over the place.
Just shoot all because you're not used to jumping. So this is to get you used to clicking one thing at one time, and then unsynchronizing your hands so that one finger can keep going this way, or if you bumper jumper, and you can desync your hands like a drummer that can't use the foot pedal and their hand at the same time, and they get it twisted. You want to desync your hands so that you can jump one time and aim without it knocking you or making you feel uncomfortable. So you jump and just get a hold your shot. I'm moving the stick left to right. That's why you see the jump. That's why you see my character going. I'm moving the stick left to right to mess up the jump, so my accuracy is dead on point. This is for jump shooting.